I gotta be
Oh,
there.
baby, when I had that child,
Mm,
when I had that child, because my mama don't do pets. So we could have a pet, none of that, no dog, no cat, none of that, no fish,
mm,
none of that. Cause somebody gonna knock it over and I'm gonna whoop your ass cause I spent $30 on the fish. So it was none of that. But when I had my daughter, I had her my senior year of high school, and we still graduated, thank the Lord.
amen.
And it was like, damn, you got a baby.
Mm,
You know, and looking back on it, like, cause I look at her, she'll be 13 this year. And I look back on it and I'm like, I think about stuff, I'm like, girl, you was a whole baby doing this.
yeah.
And I don't know, like, it's so many times I could have flipped the script, but it was like, I can't even, nobody but God. God brought
Mm-hmm.
me through that because I'm like, girl, how did you make it? Because one thing about it, I had the support system.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, but I was scared because I know a lot of people back home, a lot of times if you get pregnant, after we see the girl with a big belly, she gone. Like, what happened
Mm,
to her? She dropped out, she moved off, nobody ever hear from her again. But my thing was, I'm like, I can't drop out.
mm,
And there wasn't even a question in my household. My mama was not playing it. My mama was very big on graduate high school, then do whatever you want to do. I just want you to be a productive citizen.
mm-hmm.
She was one of those people. She was like, okay, I know college ain't for everybody. You know, this, that, and the third. Just graduate high school. Then whatever you do, that's your business. I just want you to be a productive citizen. That's her favorite quote.
Yeah.
And so, it was hard, man. My baby
Oh.
was premature.
Mm.
And so, my baby was premature. So I had her, we got out of school. Oh, am I talking too much?
No. This is the making. I'm gonna say it again. This
Oh,
is the makings of Chi Chi. Okay.
okay.
I'm here to learn and talk to. That's what we're here for. We love
Okay.
you. Come on now.
We got out of school for Christmas break that Friday. I was in labor. I went to her daddy's basketball game and messed around and ate some Chinese food and went into labor that Saturday and had them. And my baby was premature. I wasn't supposed to have her until March that next year.
Wow.
So yeah, so I literally got out of school that Friday for Christmas break, had a baby that Saturday, and was right back at school 2 weeks later. So that's the type of hustle that's in me.
And a little sugar. I was born by the river. I'm slipping fast. Oh, back down memory lane. It's that love in need of love. The makings of you.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's your host, Drake, B. Drake with Everythang Culture, the podcast for all cultures, the podcast with a purpose. And this morning, this afternoon, this evening, we have the pleasure of introducing Chi Chi. What's going on, Chi Chi?
Hi, everything culture.
Man, it's been a long time coming, y'all. I've been talking to Chi Chi for more a year or two. Every time I see two, maybe three. Every time I see her, yeah, probably three, because I've been following her on TikTok, of course. And she is such a talented ray of sunshine. She is funny, 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 funny. But she represents her culture, represent what she does, and she's authentically her. Okay. And I love that. You know, we love that here on this platform of Everything Culture. So I remember hitting her up, saying, I would love to have you on the show. And she's like, yeah. I see again. And she's like, yeah. Then she started hitting me up like, when you gonna have me on the show? And I'm like, you know what? I gotta handle business. And you know what we've been doing. And we finally locking in and we got it here for this conversation. So this conversation, y'all know how we do it. It's all gonna be about Chi Chi. We're gonna ask her about her childhood, her upbringing, her background, her perspectives on life, just in totality, her. And there's no wrong answers because Chi Chi. Okay, I know this. It's no wrong answers. But throughout this conversation, we greatly appreciate you being here with us. And
I
yeah,
thank y'all for having me. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm elated. Thank you.
oh no, it's the pleasure's all ours. The pleasure's all ours. But yeah, are you ready?
Why you say it like that for? Like,
We gotta get. Hey, I gotta check. I gotta make sure.
woo, I'm nervous. Yeah,
Don't be
I'm
nervous.
ready.
This once again, I already said this is all about you. Once again,
I'm ready. I'm
these are
ready. I'm
questions.
ready.
Okay. She says she ready, y'all. All right,
I'm
let's
ready.
go. So Chi Chi, how would you describe yourself?
Um, Loud, uh, authentic,
Mm,
uh, depth.
mm,
A lot of depth. Um, Optimistic,
love that.
and just a lover. Just all around. I really feel like it can be rainbows and unicorns around her.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
I try my best to believe it. So yeah, optimistic. Uh-huh.
Okay, I love it. I love you. What cultures do you represent?
I wait a minute. Hold on. What cultures? Mm, it's a lot of
Talk to us. Let us know then.
like the black culture, obviously. You
Obviously.
know, I hey
You
now,
you already
say
know.
now.
Okay, you already know. We
I
got
got
you.
hot sauce in my bag and Tabasco.
Let them know. What kind? What kind? What brand?
uh, the normal one.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Right there, right there, right there. You see?
I about to say it's the most Tabasco sauce. I get the one for 179. No, I can't do 319 on no sauce.
Hey,
We can't do 319 on no sauce. But yeah, the black culture. First and foremost, um, Mississippi culture.
mm,
Cause I'm from Mississippi.
still okay,
Six
okay.
six two 38901. Um, Comedy culture,
Mm,
thespian culture, cause I'm an actress. Um, Plus size culture.
mm. Amen.
It's a lot of cultures. Can cook culture. I got the macaroni arms. So that's why I tell folks, if y'all better listen to me. It's good if I tell you, man. Listen to me. But yeah, single motherhood, their
Mm,
culture,
mm,
teen
okay.
mother. I had my
Mm.
daughter when I was 17. All that. All that.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Okay,
Yeah, it's a
okay.
lot. Well, I go all day, but we limited. We limited.
Oh, hey, it's all good. So, us being also, you say you from the South, I'm from Texas, we from the South, even though people try to
Yeah.
dismiss Texas, we the
We
South,
cousins.
okay?
We
Okay,
cousins.
we out, hey, for real, we may have to do some, I ain't doing the whole 23 and me, but we got to talk to our people, okay?
Yeah.
But I always struggle with this question, but I have to ask it for our folks. Do you mind sharing your age with us? Okay, okay,
Just freshly 30. I ain't no shame, my God. I'm 30.
okay.
And don't ever stress yourself out with that question. Cause what these folk gonna lie for? What they gonna feel offended
Hey,
for?
hey, it's coming
But
from my culture. Every time I ask that question, I feel like my grandparents,
yeah, they
ah,
always say you never ask a lady how old she is. Bitch, how old you is? How old you is?
I know, hey, I'm just, hey,
If
this
you
is,
24, that you young and young tenderoni. If you 40, hell, you don't look it. So it's a
blessings,
compliment regardless. Folks I'm 30. 30.
Trust me, I know they do the most, and
Big 30.
This is the makings of Chi Chi. I want y'all to know this. I hope y'all tapping in, tuning in, and enjoying. We at the very beginning, y'all. Oh my goodness. So Chi Chi, how would you describe your childhood and upbringing?
Um, I will say it was very educational. Um, I was raised, my mama, she has been a beauty salon owner since she was 19. Owner. Had her own hair salon built at 19. And to this day, she 50, none of your business. Now, my mama don't play that. My mama don't play that.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. But she has been a hair salon owner from 19 to now. And I had some hard working parents. Like my mama would do hair from 6:30 in the morning, sometimes to 10:30 at night.
Wow.
My dad, rest in peace, he worked for the state. He worked for Mississippi Department of Transportation. And he was like one of the big bosses. I knew something was special about him because every time he would let me go with him to his office, he the only nigga. Oh my God. It was, hey, Miss Carol. I'm like, oh, she's so pretty. Like, you got right now. So, and not only that, he would do that during the day, and overnight he worked at a factory. So I grew up around hustlers. My grandma, she was a nurse supervisor for 40 years. My other grandma was a daycare teacher who I spent a lot of time with. Granddaddy, I was raised around him too on my mama's side. He worked for the lake back home, and he was one out of two black men that worked on the lake. Everybody else was Caucasian, and they loved and respect my granddaddy. I'm gonna tell you something. Even in my teenage years, when my granddaddy was good and gone, if I was to get in trouble, all I would have to say is, "I'm Doc Holmes' granddaughter," and they would let me go.
Yeah,
that's right. Especially in Mississippi, that's right. But no, I was raised around some hardworking people, hilarious people, didn't take no type of people. Well, I'm not really because I'm trying to, go down something. But I was raised around they were hard workers, Drake, but at home, they was just some plum food. Funny, hilarious. My grandma, Lord, I wish I used to record her all the time before I started getting viral. And people would go on my Snapchat like, that lady need a show. I swear I wish I had all my grandma old videos. My grandma would talk about you and your company in your face.
Mm-hmm.
And then tell you she love you and now get the hell out of her house.
Oh man.
She was that type. And I spent a lot of, due to once my mom and my dad divorced, it was just me and my mom. So she would spend, like I said, a lot of time doing hair. So most of my days, I would be with my grandma and my granddaddy. And my grandma was a sight, baby. That woman was a sight. And she had a love for film, though. And I remember growing up. Now, like I said, she was very mean. Didn't play. Very mean. But there were granny. Who gonna stand up to granny? But granny would do a thing where she would all the grandkids except me. She would not
use that one. Okay. Go ahead.
But this the thing. She would tell my mama, she faint hearted. I can't do that. She too soft. She ain't I hurt her for real. And so what she would do was back in my day, stuff like SpongeBob, Hey Arnold, That's So Raven, the Proud Family, all that. I was into. I was a Disney Channel girl, and so if I was to get in trouble, I couldn't watch that. I would have to go in the other room with her, and we either watching Chicago news, and why the hell we watching Chicago news and we in Mississippi, or or WGN, I promise you. And then after that, if not that, we would watch. She would make me watch black and white movies, and it's crazy because to this day, I watch black and white movies, and I started loving them. I'm like, man, I don't want to watch these. It ain't even no color. But she had me watching it with her, and I started, I grew a liking for them to the point where I would just start doing stuff so I could watch it with her, because I'm like, if she see I'm watching this, without her, she might just start whipping my ass. So I just started doing stuff. I would do little stuff so I could watch the black and white movies. And I'm talking about, it was to the point where when I was 8 years old, I said I was gonna name my daughter after, if God ever blessed me with my first daughter, I would name her after Audrey Hepburn, and I'd be damned. That's what I did. And so, yeah, I was raised around talented family. Talented. I'm talking about can sing, can dance, can sew, can cook. I mean, do hair. I'm talking about just full on talented. Amazing. Just full on talented. Yeah.
I love this. I love this. Thank you. Look, you answered about 4-5 questions. I was like, yeah, this is good. No, this is what we talking about. I ain't even gotta pull nothing out of you. But I gotta ask, do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have an older sister on my dad's side, and I have a younger brother on my mama's side. My baby brother, he just started college.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, on a full-blown scholarship. Didn't have to pay for nothing. Done received over umpteen scholarships. I'm so proud of him. So yeah.
Shout out to my baby. Bro. Love it, love it. So how does it feel being the oldest / middle?
Okay. So on my mama's side, it used to irritate me because I'm like, for so long I was the only child. And I'm like, Mom, I want somebody to play with. And then she waited till I hit 6th grade to have another baby. And at this point, I'm like, girl, I'm trying to go to Skyrim. I ain't worried about having no playmate at the house. Like, you too late for that. But it was cool. But the thing about it, I'm gonna tell you something. It's true when they be like, the parents let the babies get away with stuff. And because I would look at my brother, I'm like, if I did that, Mom would have knocked me out or whatever. And on my daddy's side, it was kind of, I ain't gonna lie, daddy used to let me get away with stuff because I was the baby for him. Yeah. But I mean, we ain't talking about him. I live with my mom.
And this to make it Chi-Chi. Hey, your word is bond. Okay, whatever you say, that's what's going on this. Okay, that's what we talking about. Yeah. So, Chi-Chi, what was your first sense of responsibility?
My first sense of responsibility, I was responsible for cleaning. Wait a minute, you talking about like as a child?
Yeah, whatever. Once again, open-ended. When did you feel like, okay, I'm responsible for something? I gotta.
Oh, baby, when I had that child. When I had that child, because my mama don't do pets. So we couldn't have a pet, none of that. No dog, no cat, none of that. No fish, none of that. Cause somebody gonna knock it over and I'm gonna whoop your ass because I spent $30 on the fish. So it was none of that. But when I had my daughter, I had her my senior year of high school. And we still graduated, thank the Lord. Amen. And it was like, damn, you got a baby. And looking back on it, like, cause I look at her, she'll be 13 this year. And I look back on it and I'm like, I think about stuff, I'm like, girl, you was a whole baby doing this.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, it's so many times I could have flipped the script, but it was like, I can't even, nobody but God. God brought
Mm-hmm.
me through that because I'm like, girl, how did you make it? Because one thing about it, I had the support system.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, but I was scared because I know a lot of people back home, a lot of times if you get pregnant, after we see the girl with a big belly, she gone. Like, what happened
Mm.
to her? She dropped out, she moved off, nobody ever hear from her again. But my thing was, I'm like, I can't drop out.
Mm.
And there wasn't even a question in my household. My mama was not playing it. My mama was very big on graduate high school, then do whatever you want to do. I just want you to be a productive citizen.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of those people. She was like, okay, I know college ain't for everybody. You know, this, that, and the third. Just graduate high school. Then whatever you do, that's your business. I just want you to be a productive citizen. That's her favorite quote.
Yeah.
And so, it was hard, man. My baby, my baby
Oh.
was premature.
Mm.
And so, my baby was premature. So I had her, we got out of school. Oh, am I talking too much?
No. This is the making. I'm gonna say it again. This
Oh,
is the makings of Chi Chi. Okay.
okay.
I'm here to learn and talk to. That's what we're here for. We love
Okay.
you. Come on now.
We got out of school for Christmas break that Friday. I was in labor. I went to her daddy's basketball game and messed around and ate some Chinese food and went into labor that Saturday and had them. And my baby was premature. I wasn't supposed to have her until March that next year.
Wow.
So yeah, so I literally got out of school that Friday for Christmas break, had a baby that Saturday, and was right back at school 2 weeks later. So that's the type of hustle that's in me.
Hey, through and through.
Through and through. It hurt, but through and through. Through and through.
Man.
So yeah, that was my big you still only got one child. That was my biggest responsibility. My mama didn't play no games. No, I'm not gonna get this baby. So you could go and haul ass and do whatever you want to do. Uh only work in school. That's it.
Oh,
Work
good
in
enough.
school. That's all I could do. Work in school. Work in
Okay.
school. That's it.
She gave stability. But shout out to moms though. Uh, hey, I'm peeping. I'm peeping. I'm loving it. I'm
Yeah, that's
loving
my
it.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
See, mama, I would tell, oh Lord, I sound so, but I would tell people all the time the one thing about my mom, she always had a standard.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. A foundation. But go
Yes,
ahead.
structure.
Yes. Your mama
And
sound like me. That's all. Like, go ahead, mama. Go ahead.
now I might have rebelled, but for the most part, it's like, is I don't know. It's them prayers, man. Them prayers from your mama.
And
It's
Granny,
some.
let me tell you.
It's some.
One of my
It's
favorite
some.
Kendrick Lamar lines was "Ain't nobody praying for me. Both my grandmas dead." Boy, when he said that, I was like, I'm a fan, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
But
Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like
hey,
it. But yeah, that's my girl. That's
I
my
love it.
girl.
I love it. Put your camera down just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Perfect. There we is. We just want to make sure when we're making them shots and all that. But this is audio, and this is the makings of Chi Chi, y'all. Thank you so much, Chi Chi. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm blessed. Like I said, I'm grateful for the opportunity. I pray for more.
Hey, this is just the beginning. Once again, because now we're going to the next question. What was your first job? Your first taxable job?
McDonald's.
Okay, okay. Shout out to Mickey D's.
Yeah, no shout out.
Oh,
No
oh.
shout out. I'm gonna tell you something. The day I turned, I'm telling mama with structure. The day I turned 16, she ain't even give me 24 hours. The day I turned 16, I had I had to go fill out an application.
Mm-hmm.
My
I would
mama
fill an
did
application. I'm
not.
sorry. I would fill out an application at 15. I put it this way. I started a day after I turned 16 because I already had my application in at Eckers Pharmacy. But I digress. So I understand where mama coming from.
It I'm like, I can't even enjoy it like just one day.
Mm-mm.
I'm talking about she stopped curling the head, put the other woman in the dryer. Come on, let go. I've been waiting on you to wake up. Like, like what? Happy birthday. Get your ass in there. Go. Yeah. That's what I'm dealing with. So yeah, I have literally hustlers around me.
Hey, I'm peeping what you got in your background, so absolutely
Oh, yep.
understand.
There you
Yeah,
go. It just ain't lit
like,
up. See, I ain't want to do.
like, no, I'm peeping it. Trust me, I see it
Yeah.
loud and clear. No, I
Yeah.
love it. Okay, Mickey D's, and no shout out to Mickey D's. This is not sponsored by that. We can't even do that. I don't want no issues. Okay,
Uh-uh.
what word and let's say what word and what are your beliefs?
What are my beliefs? I believe in God.
Okay,
I believe in God. Um, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
trifecta. Okay.
Jesus. Jesus. That's what I believe in. I um I have always been my granddaddy, he was quote unquote saved, if you want to say it like that. My papa would go to church on Tuesday. And it ain't even his church. He's just going because something to do. Uh I one thing I have always said was, you know, maybe sometimes I did turn my back, but he never turned his back on me.
Mm, mm,
And,
mhm,
a lot of times, sometimes you could be in some dark, dark places and you can forget that you fully equipped for it.
mm. Say
If
that.
he wasn't, he wouldn't have put you through it.
Mm,
And a lot of times you can lose your focus, but the older I get, I'm starting to learn like I got to keep focused.
mm.
I got to keep focused.
Forward
I
mark.
got to. So yeah.
Love it. Love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Switch it up. Okay. What has been your favorite hairstyle in your life?
Bust down 30 inches. No, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, so I got so loud because baby, I love talking about her. Now look, the thing about it, for the longest, I have always been in love with long hair. I'm talking about, yes, I got it from the horse's back. I have always loved hair. I could not stand short hair to save my. If I wore a bob, it's because that's the only thing I could afford. Or the stylist gave it to me for a very cheap price. Now, the older I'm getting, I don't know, I kind of want to start. I like the little shoulder length. Shoulder length, bust down though. We love a bust down. But yeah, I love wigs and weaves, and I don't really. If I do braids, it's simply because it's really hustle time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I love this. I love this. That's what this is culture. This is the makings of Chi Chi,
Yeah.
everyone.
Now I can't wait to be able to get them wigs switched out every week now. I can't wait for the part of the reason why I'm working so hard.
Mm.
But we grateful for what we got.
Hey, amen. So, who has been the biggest influence in your life?
Are we talking like regular life or like as far as my field or we can't now you gotta know because it's so many.
Well, name a couple then. Name a few. This
Well,
is the
first and
makings of
foremost,
you.
my daughter.
Oh.
Shout out to Audrey. Bull. your favorite internet niece. Um, I'm real big on Eddie Murphy.
Mm,
I've
okay.
had my whole career to Eddie Murphy. Um, I aspire to have. I ain't saying I aspire to have a career like Eddie Murphy. Um, this gonna sound very awkward, and you might not even know who this is,
Trying.
but I'm a little. No, I ain't gonna say that. I don't like that word, obsessed. I love me some B. Arthur. You know
Yeah, I
B.
know B.
Arthur?
Arthur. Yeah. From oh my goodness.
Golden Girls.
Yeah.
I that's my Caucasian grandma.
But she was what was the other show she was on though? Maud. Yeah,
Maul.
that's what I know really from Maud. Yeah.
Well, see, I've never seen an episode of Maul. Never.
Ever?
No, because okay, you gotta think about it. I was born in the 90s.
Yeah.
Mine
Yeah.
came out in the 70s, and like it was a successful show, but I have yet to see any type of rerun on it.
You should check it
They
out.
play Golden Girls on 6, 7 channels at the same time every day.
You will probably like Maud a lot because she kind of played the same person in the Golden Girls, but she's much more uncut as Maud. Maud didn't play
Yeah,
that,
and see,
okay?
I would see like I've seen clips, but I've never really seen like a whole. Like I've
Dang.
been trying to find the show forever.
Think of it like a white Medea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's how Maud was. I like just like and just like you were talking about with your grandmother, I was like that with my grandmother, but with like Sanford and Son, Maud,
Oh, honey, my
all them
mama.
shows.
Let me tell you something. You remember VHS?
Yeah. I'm 86, so yeah, I got it.
Okay. So I remember as a child, now when I was very itty bitty, my mama had the Sanford and Son. She bought the VHS tapes, and I think she only had like season 1 and season 2.
Yeah.
It was the VHS. Me being me, once I get obsessed with a show, even as a little girl, I will rewind it. And I end up breaking the tapes.
I knew where this was
So,
going.
so she was like, "Yeah, okay, you gotta wear whoop ass," and
Yeah.
now I'm without Sanford and Son. So fast forward, maybe I was like maybe 4th or 5th grade. I'll never forget. TV Land had a 48-hour marathon of Sanford and Son because once they would bring like an old show back, they'll do like a whole 48-hour rerun to get the people watching to see how it do, see if the ratings would go up. My mama bought 20 blank VHS tapes. All of them 8 hours long. From Friday to Monday morning, 12 a.m. My mama was recording the Sanford and Son marathon and would not dare let us come to the TV. Get your ass in your room. I'm recording this. I'm gonna keep this. My mama kept them tapes. I know until the VHS was played out.
See. Let me talk to you. Okay, this is the making the Chi, y'all. But I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm gonna have to make a TikTok about this. See, she talking about culture right here. She's talking about a time and place where we didn't have Netflix, we didn't have Hulu, we
No,
didn't have Amazon Prime. It was no
no,
Tubi where you just can watch
Peacock,
anything when
none of
you
that.
wanted to watch it. Okay, see, you had to plan it out. You have to
Yes,
schedule it. Sometimes you have to have a VCR where you set the timer on it to come on at a
yes,
certain time and it will record, okay? And that VCR have to have enough space on it to keep that there.
yes,
All right.
yes,
That's culture right there. I want y'all to know that.
yes.
This is culture. She teaching
See,
y'all something. Y'all don't even know what you're learning right here. A lot of people are like, what's she talking about? This is a
I'm
different
telling
time.
you, listen here. My mama, when she when she trying to distract you, she make this crazy noise. And I remember if I was just all I was doing was walking up trying to get like I was trying to get something from the TV. Ah! uh, 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 uh. Like my mama did not put. If I was to call my mama right now, I'm like, Mom, what you doing? Nothing. Sitting down, eat. You gonna hear Stand for the Sun in the background. To this day, every day, my baby, Mimi watching Sanford and Son is even got my baby watching.
Man, shout out to Sanford and Son. You know, Sanford and Son is the show that knocked the Brady Bunch off of television, off their network spot. That's
Yeah,
how bad Sanford and Son was.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I was on Threads and they asked somebody. I love Threads, by the way.
I'm trying to get more
They asked the
into it.
questions asking, what celebrity would you love to see a biopic about? And I said, man, I didn't even think nothing of it. I didn't think of it going viral. I'm just in my zone, in my space. And I said, whatever I do, as soon as I make it, and I got the resources and I got the budget, it is imperative that I make a Red Fox biopic film.
Wow, that's
Because I used to, and see, I'm one of those type of people, Drake. Like, if I get fascinated with a show or with people, I'm going straight to Wikipedia. I'm like, what they doing now? What all they done? Did they die? They living? How many kids they got? Like, I get so, especially if they left a mark on me. And I remember growing up, I would always just search them on Wikipedia and it'd be the same stuff. I'm like, y'all ain't putting nothing new yet. Or like, I would go on YouTube and search for like documentaries about him. They had like one True Hollywood story about him, but they never had a movie about this man. And I'm like, this man did a lot.
a lot, a whole lot. They probably
This
won't do nothing
man
because he
did
owe
a lot.
he owes some people some money.
Yeah,
Sam.
yeah. Now he did that.
That's why
He did that.
yeah. That's once again. I did a whole thing about Red Fox for Black History Month a couple years ago.
Uh-huh.
Great individual. Funny, humble upbringings, like a lot of them. But just like you talking about Eddie Murphy, you know, a lot of people looked up to him for
Mm-hmm.
breaking a lot of barriers and being a pillar in comedy. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I
And
gotta
he
say,
really was like the first. Okay, well, I can't say he was the first because Flip Wilson was before him.
yeah.
But he really he turned it up a notch.
Oh, man! And when you talk about what television, it's having that sitcom. Once again, I can go so in depth about Saffron and Son. How before we had Amos, Andy, Claudia, is it Claudia if I'm not mistaken? Good Times, then Sam,
Julia, the
Julia.
nurse.
Thank you, Julia. Then it was Sanford and Son. No. After
Uh-huh.
Julia, it was Good Times. Then it was Sanford and Son to make an impact on Black television. So once again,
Mm-hmm.
pillars. But it's so unique. It's crazy because like you haven't listened to the Makings of You before, but you were talking about a biopic for Red Fox. If
Yeah, like I
but
really want to make that. Like I'm be honest with you, even as a kid, like it would hurt my feelings. I'm like, y'all got so much to say about such and such, such. Why y'all ain't got no A&E biography or nothing?
and we go
Like y'all
figure it
ain't got
out.
nothing.
And we're gonna talk about it. But it is unique that you brought that up because
Oh
one
yeah.
of the questions we have is if you can write a biopic on yourself, who would you have directed? Who would you have play as you? Yes, who would you have play as you? And what would it be rated? Like, what would be like the rated R, TVMA? Like, tell us a little bit how your biopic would play out.
Um, and this manifesting too.
Talk about it.
Um, I'm putting to you straight like this. I'm just gonna be real with you. I plan on being 100 years old,
Okay.
still doing this. So I will be directing
Oh,
because
say
it's
that.
my story.
Okay.
I already told that one in there. Get ready. Um, my baby, whatever age she is, by that time, she'll play that version. Um,
Oh,
honestly, Drake, my biopic, it's a family thing. My granddaughter's gonna play me.
Mm.
My other children, because I plan on having 10 children.
Okay.
I pray God say the same.
That's
But
fair.
yeah, it would be a family thing because if I'm being honest with you, I don't really know any actresses that resemble me.
Yeah.
And not only that, you know, this is history. This is y'all family history. So I would rather my kids, just like how Ice Cube had his son
Yeah.
play him.
Yeah.
You know, he had to work for that. You know, but if we being honest, couldn't nobody play that man better than his son.
Man, he played his daddy very well.
Yeah, so that's the type of thing. That's the type of thing I aim for. Yeah, yeah. And you know, yeah, yeah. Well, I'll take that back. My daughter a director because hell, I'm 104. Let me sit down. I'm just tell y'all what
Yeah,
happened, and y'all do this shit right.
you could be looking over it like, nah, that's not how that
I'm like,
happened.
now, don't
Hey.
make me whoop your ass. The grandma didn't act like that.
Hey. I was thinking of the Bobby Brown and the New Edition films and like all the memes behind it. I love when people are actually able to see their story being told.
Yes,
I
it's
think
the
that is
best
magnificent.
way.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the best way because then you got like, and you know, we ain't gonna bash nothing, but I done seen some biopics. I'm like, man, she should have been here. You know, like,
For
yeah,
real, for
yeah,
real, for real. So
yeah.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we need 3 recommendations from you now. Okay.
Mm.
We need a recommendation for a book, a movie, and a television series.
Ooh, a book, a movie, and a television series.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, I got 2 books for you.
Okay. Oops, stop.
No, I really got. No, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't even gonna joke like that. I got 2 books for you. Uh, I'm reading Jennifer Lewis's book,
Mm,
The Mother of Black Hollywood.
okay.
And also, now this is for actors, but I don't think it's all the way for actors because it can help like with your mannerisms and stuff. But it's a book I'm on called The Power of the Actor. So it helps you like how to prepare for stuff like that. But also, as I get into the book, it's not even just it's helping with that, but it helps with everyday life, like how to not be so impulsive and you know how to be calm and you know stuff like that. So I recommend those 2 books. Movies, do they have to be new?
Mm-mm. This
I'm
is the
about to say because
makers of
I
cheat
ain't
sheet.
seen a new movie, a good new movie in my unit. Um, Drake, I got so many. I would recommend. Give me a minute.
Take your time. Take your time.
What movie? Mm. Oh, okay, I got you. I would recommend the new Sanaa Lathan movie, The Supremes and Earl's All You Can Eat Buffet is on Hulu. That's a good movie,
Mm.
and I'm gonna tell you something. What I love about that movie, I'm a film fanatic.
Okay.
So in my mind, I feel like almost every movie gonna be mediocre. Like almost every movie, I'm gonna know what the outcome gonna be. That's just in me. But every time I thought something, they gave me the complete opposite, and it's hard to
I
do with
like
me.
them type of movies. Yes.
Yes, and so it was good. And I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. I'm thinking this finna happen, so I'm already crying because I'm a crier, especially when it comes to some good movies, and they acted very well in that movie. So I'm already crying. I'm crying. I'm crying, and then the total opposite happened. I'm like, ugh. So I loved it, and it all ended up being a happy ending. So I would definitely recommend that movie. And shout out to Miss Anjanou. I hope I said her name right. She from Mississippi.
Mhm.
So I love seeing actresses from Mississippi thrive. Like that really gives me motivation. Um, a TV show I would recommend. I got two. Is that okay?
Yep, this is the makings of Chi Chi. You calling the
Okay,
shots.
so I'm really, really, really into The Bear. I don't know if y'all heard of it.
I've heard of it. I've yet to watch it though.
The Bear. Okay, so the only thing about The Bear, they some Italians. So it's a lot of yelling, hollering, slamming. Like you got to get your nerves prepared,
Mm.
but it doesn't take away from the fact that it's a very great show. And I love Ayo. She is just so amazing to me. I plan on working with her one day. And also, she on the third season, she actually got to direct an episode. So I'm so happy for her. But The Bear, and also it's a show on Hulu called How to Die Alone.
I've heard of that. Yes.
That is, I cannot, I don't know her name, but she was on Insecure.
Mm-hmm.
She played Kelly on Insecure. And when I say it hit home for me because she's a plus size woman, and a lot of stuff that they were talking about, I have gone through, and I'm like, I felt like that. I'm like, oh my god, yeah. But that show is phenomenal. I'm praying they get a second season. Um,
Natasha Rothwell.
yes, yes, she did that. She did that. I think she's one of the writers too, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
she's the program creator.
Yeah, yeah, and see, that's my goal. Like that motivated me because that's what I want to do.
Wow.
So
I
yeah,
I like her a lot. When I saw her in the Sonic, I think it was a Sonic 2 movie. I like look at her. And she's funny. I like her.
yeah,
I
she
like
is very. When I say she is hilarious in this show, because I first fell in love with her on Insecure because anybody who knows me knows like Issa Rae. Issa Rae is it for me. Like I know I have to have my own way that I get to where I'm going, but I tried I'm like, okay, she did. I would sit up at 3 in the morning watching Issa Rae interview, trying to get this thing together. Because that's the whole goal. Actress, writer, creator, producer, showrunner, all that.
uh,
So
oh.
yeah.
So we got for the book. We got Jennifer Lewis's book. We
Uh-huh.
have is it The Power of an Actor? Is that what I'm
The
saying?
power of the actor.
The
Mm-hmm.
Power of the Actor. Then we have for the movie, we got two movies. We have one, oh my goodness. Can't run about again.
It's one movie, The Supremes and
One
Earl's All You Can Eat Buffet.
oh,
Like I gotta think about it to yeah, it's a
I was
long
about to say, I
time.
thought that was two different movies. Okay, The Supremes. Okay, and that's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
Okay, and then we have two series. It's The Bear and How to Die Alone.
It's actually three series, but you was
Come on,
gracious enough to give me two.
what's the third one? We want to know.
Okay, so it's I forgot the name of it. Lord have mercy, I wasn't expecting these. It's the new show with Kerry Washington. It's Kerry Washington and Delroy. I forgot his last name. The dad from Crooklyn.
They just canceled that too. You talking about? I ain't even got to Google it. You
They
talking about
canceled it.
man after two seasons? When the daddy got out of prison.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good show. I watched that one. Yeah, I just found out yesterday they can't cancel the show.
Really?
Yes, man.
You done broke my heart
I'm
on your
sorry.
podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, I
I need
saw that.
compensation.
But
No,
that
but
is
for
such a
real.
good one.
Yes. Man, I hate that. But you know what? Never mind. We'll talk about that. But
Okay, okay, okay.
that
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
that was a great show.
Unprison.
Unprisoned. That was a great show.
Man. I was like
Like I
they
just knew they were gonna have a season three.
and even the little girl that had playing her, they
Yeah,
did
because
a
I'm like, who thinks of it?
that I that's Me. Like once again, I got the same missions with everybody else. Because once again, this ain't the makings of me. It's the makings of Chi Chi. If I get to talking, we gonna be here all night. But we, yeah, we gonna chop it up. We gonna chop it up. But next question:
Uh-huh.
if you had a dinner, or you can have three separate dinners, okay? Either way, you plan it's your thing. But if you can invite three people to dinner, any three people, use your imagination. What three people would you invite to a dinner?
Eddie Murphy.
Okay, got Eddie. That would be a
I'm very
trip.
I'm adamant about
Yeah.
about Eddie Murphy. Like I love Eddie Murphy. Um Eddie Murphy, she dead and gone, so I don't want to eat with her. But if she was living, Betty Davis,
Okay. Okay.
that's an old black and white actress.
Yeah.
Um, who is the third one? It will most definitely be Cat Weave.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That could be an interesting little table. I tell you that. Like that dinner. Unless you
yeah,
go all together, that could be interesting. Especially them
yeah,
two and Betty Davis.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
No, I
yeah.
love it. I love it. Okay. Chi Chi, what is your theme song?
Oh, I got so many.
I know you do, because you be making your own music too. So I can only imagine.
You know what? I ain't been in the studio in umpteen years. I ain't been in the studio in forever. Um, my theme song right now is Diana Gordon Becoming.
Mm,
I love that song. That hypes me up.
Diana Gordon Becoming. I'm definitely gonna look that up. Ah, perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Chi Chi, what has been an impactful moment in your life?
Are we talking good impact or bad impact?
Whatever impact you would like to share.
Um, an impactful moment. I would have to say, see, you ain't gonna make me cry on this podcast.
I'm just asking questions. That's all I'm doing. I'm just
I
asking
would
questions.
say I'm gonna be honest with you because you know we gonna be real.
We like real.
Um, 3 weeks ago, I lost my first cousin,
Mm, saw that.
and
Saw that.
he was basically I don't even
Mm.
say cousin because that was my brother.
Yeah, you about to make me cry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
And I'm gonna tell you how God worked though.
Mm.
Um, um, I lost him August 31st. 4 days prior, she wasn't my real grandma, but she was like the neighborhood babysitter. She raised me, my brother, and my daughter. She passed away. So
Mm.
it's like, damn, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And so my mama was telling me, she was like, I know we gonna miss Granny, but you gotta think about it. She lived her life, we don't want her suffering. And I kept trying to keep that in the back of my mind, like, okay, she ain't suffering. So I'm just happy she ain't suffering. And then she passed that Monday, and then that Saturday, that's when I lost him. And I'm like, what is this, God? I
Yeah.
I I I'm gonna tell you something. They used to call us twins.
Yeah.
Because first of all, our birthdays are 4 days apart. But we acted alike. We kids would ride their bikes 2 blocks away to my auntie house, and everybody would sit on the porch just to hear us crack jokes.
Yeah.
That man was funny. That man, That man was a star. And I ain't just saying it because he was mine. That man was a star. And it was very impactful because I never had a loss like that. Somebody like that close to me. I'm talking about to the point where when we was kids, my auntie had 2 twin beds in his room. And one for him, one for his little brother. The oldest brother, he had his own room. Once I started coming to their house all the time, once they moved, they was like, it's her bed. So like from 11 up until like 18, if I ever got kicked out, I'm going straight to my auntie house. If, Mom, can I go to town and stay over there? And I would go over there on school nights and we'll walk, catch the bus together. When we get out, we'll walk all the way to the daycare to pick up my little cousin. And that was my first best friend. And we got a lot of secrets. Mm. We went through a lot of stuff together. And that was impactful to me because it's like I had plans, Yeah. It's like once I do this, once I get right here, I'm taking him, like, I'm telling him, I'm like, get on this social media, dude. Like, you tripping. You see what I'm doing? And it was like, we didn't talk that much growing up because, he had his own family. He got 2 beautiful girls. And, we living our life, but it was to the point where I would get a random call at 3 a.m. and it's him. He knows something wrong. Mm-hmm. I would call him at a random time. Nigga, what wrong with you now? Yeah. Man, here you go. Like, but I knew something was like we was like that. Yeah. And that was very impactful because it's like I laugh when people talk. Well, I don't laugh, but I kind of I understand what people mean when they be like, we need Mary J. Blige to hurt so she can give us a good album. But honest to God, like, I get it because that's how I move. A lot of people, they have different vices. I don't judge nobody. Some people, they drink their pain away. Some people, they smoke their pain away. Some people, they do other things to get their pain. I have to hustle. I have to crack jokes. I have to do something because I tell people all the time, cracking jokes is what keeps me sane. Mm-hmm. And it is different. I had somebody tell me one time, they said, girl, you doing it. You viral, you this, you that. I'm like, I appreciate you, but this ain't even close to where I'm going. Oh, man. And I told him, I was like, I ain't trying to be on no big ego type because people have to really just look at me and be like, I know you, because I don't go around boasting. I don't boast about it. Like, if you recognize me, hey. If you don't, I'm just, but for the most part, it's like this just the come up. Yeah. You don't even know where my head is. You don't even want to know. I can't even tell you because I don't tell my plans like this. But it was very impactful because it's like you got to keep going. And I think this season that God has put me in is like, girl, you got to keep going. Like, this is one of those things where your faith is tested. Yeah. And either you going to pass or you going to keep failing until you get it right. And I want to pass so I can keep going to the next level so I can get to where we trying to go, where we are going. And, I've never had to deal with that type. We have lost a lot of friends, Drake, back home. A lot of people I know didn't make it to 25. A lot of people I know didn't make it to 30. And we was all and grew up with me and my cousin.
Yeah.
And it's like, I hate that. I hate that. Dang, why he do that? Why he go there? But that close where we shared a room together, a bed together. Me and this man, our favorite movie was Nutty Professor. We would, let me tell you something. We would watch movies all day. We would quote from the beginning to the end. The whole movie. 3 in the morning, we on YouTube doing freestyles off of Lil Wayne type beats. Lil Wayne was his favorite rapper. Lord have mercy, back then. Lil Wayne was his favorite rapper. Webby was his favorite rapper. We would do freestyles all night. And he was just as talented as me. And one of my main goals was to, when I get to where I'm going, I'm snatching his ass up so he can come out. But it didn't happen like that. And you don't know what's gonna happen.
Absolutely understand.
You just gotta stay prayed up and be grateful and thank the Lord and keep it moving. And so this has been one of the most impactful times of my life. But like I said, we gotta keep going.
Yeah, absolutely.
We gotta keep going.
And when I say how much, I can't tell you how much I appreciate your transparency and your honesty and as you said at the beginning, your authenticity with us, because if you get me started and talk about, the similar experiences I've had, and the main thing you're saying is you got to keep going. That's what God intended for to do. When I say I've been reading Peter and James and like man, Second Peter and James, it's like, man, and I be telling people about how y'all bet once again this to make us a cheat sheet, y'all about to get me going. But I tell people how Jesus had a whole lot of obstacles.
Yeah.
A lot of he'll stop and help someone. He'll know some people coming for his neck. He knows being chased down. But his main thing I focus on, I paid attention to, he never stopped though.
Never stopped.
Even when he goes to the point that he knows about to happen to him. He knew he had to keep going. Only time he really stopped was to pray. So what you're doing and with the experience you're having, my condolences. You have our love.
Oh, thank you.
Take care of yourself. Okay. Because just like we've had some recent guests on, I know we mask some of our trauma and our hurt with humor, and that's part of it. But make sure you have to pray and take care of yourself. Find ways to heal. And that's another question that we have. How do you relax? How do you take care of Chi Chi?
I'm gonna tell you what I do. It's gonna sound crazy, but what I do is, like, say on a night like tonight, the whole house is quiet. My daughter's settled. The dog settled. I'll read. I make sure I read at least 3 chapters in the Bible a day. At least 3 chapters. Now God forgive me, because sometimes I go to Psalms because them chapters be short. But I did it. And even sometimes I probably feel bad. I was like, God, I don't even want to play with you. I don't want you thinking I'm playing. So I probably read about 4 or 5 out of Psalms. But I'm like, if my eye burning, I'm like, I did it though. But I do that. And after that, what I do, I cut this fan on, this cute little box fan, put that air on 62, and I go on my TV, and I can't be hot. I put that TV on YouTube. Lord. And what I do is I go to sleep listening to rain sing.
Okay.
But like if I'm up or if I'm doing schoolwork, I'll do like jazz and rain sounds in a coffee shop. And I don't know, it's just something very falsy to me about that autumn. Like almost I'm manifesting my New York love story rom-com movie. I don't know.
Oh yeah, look at you, look at you.
It just I don't know. It's something like that. I don't. But other than that, another thing I like to drive.
Mm.
I ride around because I'm from Mississippi. We love cars. So I got about 50 little uncles who put on their fist, ain't got nowhere to go. They just driving just to be seen. They'll play their music. They'll get the, driving like this, like they in the Cadillac, they in the Buick. But I love to
Little
ride
swinging.
around and just listen to my music. Mm-hmm.
Man, the way gas is these days. I don't know about
Yep.
that, but
I got a gas saver though.
okay.
I
Okay.
gotta get $30. That's all.
That ain't nothing. Let me tell you that's beautiful. That's
$30.
beautiful.
I
Okay,
was
okay.
shocked because I just found this out like Tuesday. I'm like, I ain't never. I'm so cheap. I'm like, at least it's up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I finally filled it up. I'm like, damn, how did you $30?
Just let me tell you,
I'm still riding.
me moving from Texas to Seattle and back to Texas. See, gas in Seattle is legit like 450. Okay.
Ooh, but see,
Oh,
then yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
it is a big difference coming back to home. I was like, man, I complain about this heat, but this gas is petroleum is a different game right
Yes,
here.
yes, I can see that. I can see that. And then too, no, I ain't gonna say that because they're probably gonna say it off the wall. I was gonna say they it's more people walking and stuff in
But
Seattle,
you're
right?
100% correct. Like
Yeah, so
if
that's
you
why I can see why
man,
it's getting higher because they don't expect that many people to be using it like that.
yeah, and that's a conversation about culture too. Because if you pay attention to how I used to make my content, a lot of my content was me walking around while I'm chopping it up.
Yes,
How often y'all to see me walk around? Like the videos I can show you walk around, I am drenched in sweat. Like I'm like,
yes,
Lord. And between me doing them little cuts, I'm like, Lord, get me home. Like it's just
yeah, yeah.
this heat
My
ain't no
ex,
joke.
I had an ex from Baltimore, and he would tell me stories. I miss that accent too. But he would tell me out that TD, like when we would get the arguing, he was like, you so country. I'm like, but I can say
Mm-mm.
too.
Mm-mm.
I can say
That's
do.
that's why I be messing with people. You can talk about my country accent all you want
Yeah,
to, but
I
I'm
can
like
say ooh.
iron.
Yeah, so TD, you do too much. I'm like, boy, don't make me tell you something.
Hey, we I mean I was as much I've been listening to you. I said we may really be connected, related somehow down the line because you definitely feel like family. You feel me? When we talk,
Yeah, that's what I tell everybody. I'm your sister, I'm your daughter, I'm your niece, I'm your home girl, I'm your baby mama who acting a fool because you ain't doing what you supposed to do with them kids. Slash
see,
your cousin, you
see,
gotta walk
you need
outside with at the family
you
function.
need to you need to get back in the studio and do like a cover over the Pusher Man and say all those say that would be jamming right there. You know, a female
Really?
version. You know Curtis Mayfield, Pusher Man, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Think about ooh, okay, now that's stuck in my head. That's stuck in my head now. I'm gonna push
I'm
you
your
on that now.
daddy. I'm your daddy.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that would be live at 5, baby. I'm telling you, that would
Oh
be
man, we gotta get clearance for that. I don't want nobody suing.
let me tell you. I'm still trying to find someone to sing my intro for my for my podcast. I'll be pulling little clips out of each one. Hey, if we working
Let me
with a
know if
brother,
you want me to do a drop.
we could talk afterwards. Okay.
Okay, okay, all right.
We definitely don't put too much smile on my face. Okay. Okay. Chi Chi, how would you describe joy?
Joy,
Yes.
endless,
Mm,
organic, um, yeah, endless, organic.
okay. Okay. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it. Mm. You hit a lot of the questions already, but I love it.
Go ahead.
So, no, no, no. You are making it happen. This is the making of Chi Chi. This is awesome. Okay, I've been waiting for this for so long, but this is a would you rather. All right.
Okay.
Would you rather go back in time and speak to your younger self, or would you rather your future self come and talk to you now?
I want my future self to come and talk to me so I could stop having anxiety. I
Oh,
could stop being worried about where the hell I'm going. I want to talk to her. I Look, girl, you served your purpose, and I love you. I appreciate you. You are the reason why I am who I am. But you know what? I put you like this. I feel like my higher self has talked to my younger self because
mm,
my younger self, the reason why I did become my higher self.
mm. Say that. I'm good at it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like. I ain't heard that one yet. I like
That
that. I
deep,
like
boy.
that.
That
Okay.
Mississippi.
I got another Mississippian lined up very soon. That's y'all. Like, listen, I wanted to move to Mississippi. I was gonna go to Mississippi for college. I was gonna go to Southern Mississippi. I went
Ooh,
down it. Hey, I went down for a school visit. I think my junior. I think it was my junior year, and this 2003. And I was going for the wrong reasons. I said when I came down, I said I've never seen so many pretty dark skinned black girls in my life. That's the main reason when I tell you I applied and got accepted to go. If I didn't get this scholarship that had me remain in Texas, I would have been an Eagle. I think that the Golden Eagle. I would definitely been a Golden
uh-huh.
Eagle.
But see, that's southern Mississippi. I'm from north.
Mm.
So I tell people because they be like, where you from? What part of Mississippi? Like you know. But I just tell people we are actually 45 minutes away from me.
How far is the crossroads from where you at?
With the what you mean? What crossroad?
I've had another guest on the show that she is from like the birthplace of jazz music, and
Where is it?
it was what I mean in Mississippi. I'm not mistaken. It was called the Crossroads, where it was supposed to like with a devil, a man with a guitar made a deal with a devil. That was the folklore in Mississippi.
That was in who?
Okay, later I ain't gonna
I
find out.
heard that story. I
I'm gonna
know
try
that
to put it
story.
in this episode. It was like the first jazz club or something that's in America. It's in Mississippi, and she's from a small town in Mississippi, but she was living in Seattle. Still live in Seattle. But I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna look at it and give you the name
Yeah,
of it.
because I know that story, but I just don't know where they were. But I will tell you this, and this is the fun fact. This don't nobody know. So you heard it here first. Um, I'm sure you know Emmett Till, right?
Yeah,
So
just everything.
he was in Greenwood, Mississippi
Mm-hmm.
when the stuff happened to him.
Yep.
Greenwood is 15 minutes away from where I am.
Mm.
However, it feels like 40 days and 40 nights. But however, um, however, his cousin and his uncle that he went to visit where it
Yeah.
happened at,
Yeah.
his uncle was my grandmama's uncle.
Mm.
And his
Wow.
cousin was my grandma's first cousin, but on the opposite side, on his daddy's side.
Yeah. Yeah. So y'all relatives down the
Yeah,
line.
no, we wasn't related to Emmett.
Okay.
We was related to the cousin.
To the family member that went to
Uh-huh.
come
And
visit.
the uncle was married to my grandma's aunt.
So as we say in Texas, y'all still kinfolk. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Y'all still
But
kinfolk.
then too, the cousin is still alive.
That's crazy.
Yes,
Like,
he's a
hold on.
retired.
I want y'all to understand that she just said from Emmett Till, that massacre, that horrible injustice that happened. The
Yeah.
cousin is still alive. Okay, just let's
Yeah,
be clear about that.
yeah. Matter of fact, my mom talks to him often. Of course, he's older, but he's a retired veteran. He's a retired veteran. I think military or something like that, high rank, whatever he was. But he often tells the story a lot. And I know my brother, when he was in high school last year before last, he was like one of 6 young men picked out at his school to go to Washington, D.C., to the White House to
Mhm.
go view the Emmett Till movie. And he got to tell people like, yeah, that's my cousin. The cousin was there too. And so he was like, that's my cousin, that's my cousin. He met Whoopi Goldberg and everything.
Wow.
Yes. So it's deep, baby. It's we come from a line of survivors. Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
And when you mentioned your grandma used to watch like Chicago news, and I was like, immediately when you said Mississippi, Chicago, that's the main connection I look at.
Well, yeah, because also my grandma had 8 brothers and 7 brothers and 1 sister. It was 9 of them all together. So my great aunt, her and her folks, she moved to Chicago early. And that's what my grandma was nosy. God rest her soul. So I think she would watch Chicago news just to be nosy and keep up with my great auntie, make sure she all right or see what's going on her side of town. But yeah, a lot of our relatives moved from Mississippi to Chicago. And then like I know back in my day, growing up, usually like if our cousins was bad or got in trouble, they'll come back to Mississippi and stuff
Yeah,
like
send
that.
them to the
So
country. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
thinking that's
Yeah.
gonna make it better, made it worse.
Hey,
Made it worse because you can't run too far now, baby. We got one police station. They
yeah.
gonna get you.
Yeah. That same logic is when I worked in child welfare. More trouble you got into, more in the country you go into.
Yeah,
As you're running
that
off, you go
ain't
run
even
into a
work.
cow.
That ain't even gonna work because 9 times out of 10, them kids would act even worse just so they can go back home.
Yeah, yeah. So hey, it worked for some. Let me tell you that. It didn't work for
It
all, but
worked
it
for
worked for some.
some, but yeah, yeah.
Nah, this is perfect. This is perfect. How you feeling? How you doing?
I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
Good. We got a few more quick. We coming close to the end. We rocking and rolling though. You coming, you doing your
Okay,
thing. So this is a new question. You're the first person I'm asking this question to on the makings of you. And
okay.
that is, if you could apologize to someone, you don't have to say who it is if you don't want to, but I want to hear the apology. What would the apology be? You can put a name on it, and you don't have to put a name on it. It's your thing.
I'm sorry. You happy then? God damn. I'm sorry. My bad.
That always sound like an apology.
That's an apology. Trust me.
Okay. Okay.
My bad. I'm sorry. Nah, but for real. I'm sorry. I'm human. At the end of the day though, I'm me. You. I allow you to be human. Allow me to be human. I apologize. I stand correct. And go on. And to be honest with you, it would just be an apology. And I gone by my being like, we ain't even got to conversate because I done got used to you not being in my life. So
Mm,
we can keep it like that. But I'm sorry. Because the greatness in me just, I'm sorry.
okay. Noted. Noted. Accepted. I'm definitely keeping this question. I'm definitely keeping this question right here. I love that. I love that. So this is my favorite question.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any meal at the snap of your fingers, what would the meal be and who would prepare it for you?
Now, why would you do that?
Man, hey, this is my hey, listen, the question used to be, what was the question? It used to be dressing or stuffing because my favorite thing is
Ugh.
when you say what you mean?
Ugh. Stuffy.
Okay, say less. Good, good, good. Because I'm like, if you well, I got season one, we had a paywall, but I used to ask because right when I started doing the makings of you, right when I started doing everything culture, we went to a family reunion and I was on a family reunion board. Look, I'm sorry, y'all. I know this is the makings of cheat sheet, but I got to share this story.
It's
But
okay.
but man, I'm big on I got people in my family that can cook, and I'm big on I rather have home cooked food. I don't want no caterer. But I got outvoted by the older folks. You know, they're like they didn't want to. They didn't got too bougie and all that. They wanted to cater. So I'm like, whatever. Me and one of my aunties, we got voted out. Whatever. And I get there. I thought stuffing and dressing is the same thing. I love dressing. Love dressing. Okay, man. My wife telling me like that's stuffing. Like yeah, I want stuff. Like yeah, same thing. No, that's stuffing. Me, dense, not want to listen. I'm going in. I'm like, this don't taste right. She like because it's stuffing. I'm like, what?
It's stuffing.
Man, when I say, when you go to some events, you turn the plate upside down. I'm not one of
Mm-hmm.
those people. You ain't seen that side
Mm-hmm.
of me, Chi. You ain't seen that side of me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, nah, leave the plate up. I want you to see what we did here. I went for the
Uh-uh.
longest every episode dressing the stuff.
Well, for
But
me, it would be neither because stuffing is absolutely not. But dressing, I had a great auntie. I would not mention her name. One Thanksgiving, actually every Thanksgiving, but this one Thanksgiving, they were back in my smoking weed days. And see, the brother I just got through talking about, my first cousin, we would come in the house just told. We didn't care who saw us. We didn't care what was going on. I make sure we sprayed, but we told. We
hey, let
ready.
me tell you, as a family member, we know. We know.
We was ready to eat. Now I don't
We
smoke
know.
weed no more. But back then, how you think I got the name Cheat Sheet? But that's another conversation for another time. But cheaper. But we came in one day because the whole family would be in, but me and him will always go in together. And like they would be like, oh, here they go. They on the way. Yeah, we coming. So we'll come up in there and we the last two up in there. We wait till everybody get their place because we want to be the last. Cause we gonna fill it up. We making us place for 9 in about 2 hours and tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
So we go in there and I get some dress and it look good. Boy, I ate that dressing. I got so sick. And it tasted just like my great auntie house. And her house smelled like mothballs. And the thing, I'm gonna tell you what happened was back then, we used to, like, if she was coming, they'll put her name. They'll put her name. See, baby, even the phone was traumatized. They'll put her name on top of the pan so there's her.
Heads up, heads up. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
boy, somebody didn't put the lid back on. And when I say I immediately sober. So
Oh,
I
she
stopped
ate that.
eating dressing after that. Period.
Okay, I understand. I understand. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
But but as far as the meal go, okay, if it was up to me, I would have seafood Alfredo with a side of spinach, cheesy garlic bread, maybe a crab cake with honey on the
Mm.
side for later on. And my husband will have made it for me. See, I'm a manifest. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna get married one day, huh? I'm
She bad,
real.
y'all. She bad, y'all. Like
I'm
you ain't
telling y'all. I'm
listen.
telling y'all.
I
You,
promise you, I didn't send her none of these questions. I don't think she even watched, but she answered these like she really thinking forward. Okay.
yeah, like that's how I do. Like I can't be focused on the situation I'm in now. But I'm telling you, you heard it here first. My husband, she gonna be married with about 10 kids and a dog.
Hey, say less. We praying for that.
We praying for that. Oh, also, and my husband, he do what I do. He an actor and a comedian too.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
What I'm telling you, what you gonna be like that
You know
damn
what?
girl?
I'm gonna add another question to you.
Okay.
Who would you consider your celebrity crush?
I can't do that. I can't do that.
We hold it. That's the whole thing about adding that. So it was good. How about your first celebrity crush? How about that?
My first celebrity crush, it was yeah, cause we damn sure can't talk about the one that cause I'm gonna meet him one day for real. I don't want we ain't going back to this interview, but no. But my first celebrity crush. Okay, so it was when I was a little kid. Like I said, I was a Disney Channel girl.
Mm-hmm.
Now I had two crushes. Really three. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. But I'm gonna start off with the normal one first. The normal one was a movie called Brink that used to come on
Mm-hmm.
Disney Channel all
With
the
the
time.
skates.
Yeah. I used to be in love with Brink because he was fine. And then he ended up being on Princess Diaries. That's like one of my I just watched that 2 days ago. Didn't even know Whitney Houston had something to do with it. But Brink, Brink, he was my
Okay.
first crush. Also, as a child, I was 5. I had a strong, deep liking for Scar of
Like
Lion
Lion
King
King.
and Symbol and
Okay.
Symbol.
Okay. Okay.
So I was trifling at 5 years old. How you want the uncle and the nephew? But then too, the uncle was the bad guy. But I don't know. It was something about
Hey,
that Scar.
have you watched
Remember
the
I
new
told
one?
you I got a lot of depth to me, huh?
Yeah, how you watch it? You know, they coming out with like a prequel, right?
But we stick to our cartoon. Now let me tell you something. That's the first movie I ever went to go see. My mama would tell
Yeah.
anybody that came out. I think my mama said I was like 2 months old. She wanted to see it so bad.
Oh, she took you there.
Her
Lion
and my
King was a
dad went
movement.
to the movie.
That was a cultural phenomenon, if you remember
Yes,
that.
and you know what's crazy? She was so in love with that movie. We had the VHS. We had Lion King 2. Got Lion King 1.5,
Yeah, I said one
Timon,
and a
Pumbaa,
half. I
and
said don't
some.
forget about that one. That was
Then the 15th anniversary, she got the DVD. The 20th, the 25th. I think she wanted more for her than me. I was just borrowing her shit. Cause she is crazy. She loved Lion King. Stand for the Sun and Lion King. My mama all for it. But I really, really love Jason Weaver.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I need him to get all his flowers.
You number two. You number two. We have another guest that's from the show. Shout out to Christian Joy. She was like, y'all got some similarities. Y'all both are funny actresses. She just got her last year. She got her master's from New York. Was it New York Acting School in LA? But wait, hold on, what you say? You spiked. What did you say again?
I got accepted to that school.
Man,
My senior year in high school. My senior year in high school. I think if this is the same school, if I'm not mistaken, they had a location in New York and they had one in LA.
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and I got accepted, but I got pregnant.
Right? Yeah, hey, it's never too late. She was
No,
actually
I actually just started film school in LA. I just
love
started
it.
film school.
Love it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to introduce y'all because she said her crush is I don't know how we got on her crush, but I just know it's Jason Weaver as well, and it's a big deal. We covered him from Black History Month last year, but dope individual.
Really? No, no, no. He
Man.
wasn't no crush. He wasn't no crush. I just need him to get his flower.
Oh, most definitely. So who was your third crush then? Because you
That was
had
it. Brink, Simba, and Scar.
Say Less. Got it. Got it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, Chi Chi. How would you want people to remember you?
Oh, that's a ooh. Um, she did everything they didn't think she was gonna do,
Mm,
and then some more,
mm,
and then all the accolades she got. She was still a good person. She
mm.
was a wonderful wife, a wonderful mother, wonderful grandmother, wonderful great grandma, a wonderful big mama, and everything she did is proof that you could still do things with God in your life.
Say that. Say
You
that.
could still do that with God. I want people, it was a lot of favor on that woman.
Mm.
It was a lot of favor on that woman. It was a lot of favor on that woman.
Man, I love this. You can tell she was
One of the
raised.
oldest women, because I'm telling you, I'm going to live till I'm about 104.
You can
My
tell she was
great
raised by her
grandma,
grandparents. Oh, you can
my
tell that.
great grandma was half, well, no, she was fully black, but her mama was half white, half Indian. That woman lived, my great grandma lived till she was 104. She passed away in 2011, and I had my baby in 2011.
Mm.
104. One sick, one no, just went to sleep, died of old age.
Man.
Was
Oof.
still walking around. Matter of fact, they said the day she died, she had just got through feeding the cats that always come behind her house in little old Haytime, Missouri.
Wow. Wow.
But
Uh,
see me, I'm gonna be 104 and polishing my Oscars now. I'm gonna be all that.
let them know. EGOT. Okay. Go ahead and say it.
That now you know what you said something there because that's in my prayer.
Yeah. We gonna say
You
that.
speaking, you
We got
speaking.
we got you. You know, we gonna be right there with you. We gonna be shaking hands, walking. We gonna be pointing at each other when we go, hey, hey, you know, you remember? You remember?
Emmy,
Like
Grammy,
what?
Oscar, Tony.
You feel me? That's what we talk about.
You don't even know you prophesying.
Hey, you know, I know God, it's not me, it's the Lord. Let's be clear
Tip
about
top.
that. That is not me.
And there's everything culture.
Already, baby. You know, we doing it. And with getting on that, what changes do you want to see in your culture?
It's a lot. That's a rabbit hole.
Did I
For
bump
the
that up
most
close to the
part,
beginning?
for the most part, I will say this. For the most part, I know there is a lot of a lot of negativity in the culture. But y'all, please, and I'm talking about, I ain't speaking on nobody in general, but I just I see it too often. Stop thinking just because a black person successful that they had to be evil to get there. It now, granted, it's a lot of evil folks out there now. Baby, I ain't gonna take that from them. But everybody ain't evil.
Right.
And just because everybody don't do how you feel they should do, does not make them unequipped. That's
Mm.
all.
No, and we appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, Chi Chi, how can we support you?
Um, just keep doing what you've been doing. Heart, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that. Be yourself. Be yourself. Leave the ego.
Mm,
I don't do ego. Just be yourself. Embrace me. I'm gonna embrace you.
that's what we talking about. Hey, and we that's what we doing. This is a big old hug. This is much love. I'm like,
Now my arm too short for all that, but I'm trying.
no, hey, I got chest. I'm broad enough for it. So like, I handle it. But Chi Chi, you've done it. You've did it. You've completed the makings of you with everything culture. Congratulations. Was it hard?
Oh, I'm actually kind of scared. I thought you had some more questions.
Man, we didn't went through a bunch, but you are so expressive, and you share much, But trust me, you will be back. You will be back, and I've learned so much more about you. I've knew some things already because once again, I am a supporter. I'm a fan. I could tell the genuineness in you from the grip. Like, it is a person that I love when I'm actually able to speak to people I enjoy. And once again, this is the reason why we do the makers of you. It's so many
Yes.
people out here in this world that we be following, that we be checking out. But who is this person?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And we all can get deeper, but you hit on a lot of good points. I could ask you, like, if you was in a zombie apocalypse, what 5 people you would bring with you to lead your team?
No, see, I don't know all that.
See, look.
I
See, that's basically who your 5 people you got to call on for help. Who would you call?
the Lord, the
Okay.
Father, the Son, the Spirit,
Okay.
the Holy Ghost, my mama. She ain't
Okay.
gonna do shit but cry with me, but at least I got her. Um, I don't know. This it.
See, hey, but that's you. And that's
Yeah.
the main thing I love, be you, be authentic. And our main focus is to support our people,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and our people is the people who have goals, aspiration, and care about our people as well. So thank
Mm-hmm.
you. So Chi Chi, if the people are trying to find you and you're trying to be found, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok by the same username, which is featuring Chi Chi, FeaturingChiChi. See, y'all see how I put on my corporate voice for that? I tried anyway.
We see it, we recognize it. I tell you
Yeah.
that.
Facebook is just plain Chi Chi, ChiChi, and I'm coming with a YouTube channel. So
You ain't got one already. That's crazy.
I'm working on one. I'm working on it's a lot of stuff I'm trying to. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. But it's called Chi Chi TV.
Mm,
And you can follow me on there.
we
And the
most
thing about
definitely
me,
will.
I subscribe back. Like I ain't too big on it. Like people who follow me, like if we on live and they be like, follow me back. I'm like, girl, okay. Like it's nothing to me. It's nothing to me. So I subscribe back to y'all channel and show y'all channels love too.
Love it, love it. I ain't all the way there yet. I just like I gotta see what you're talking about. Some of y'all, ooh, my temperament is bad. I be saying this all the time. But Chi Chi, we're gonna say first and foremost, we love you. We appreciate you. We're so thankful for you being on the show. Y'all make sure to like, share, support. Find Chi Chi where you can find Chi Chi. And as always, we're direct with everything culture. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, follow us, and anywhere you may find everything culture with the A. Hold on, with the A, not a I. But yeah, we want to say thank y'all so much once again, and God bless.